If you have ever felt invisible, carrying burdens that no one else seems to notice, if the quiet whispers of unreliable, too much, or disconnected have begun to sound like your own reflection, and if you find yourself looking around, wondering if you have been forgotten, then this letter is for you. It is a message meant to find you exactly where you are, in the silence, in the struggle, in the quiet ache of your heart. Let this be a moment of comfort, a space for reassurance, and a reminder of a truth you may not have heard for a long time. There is a particular loneliness that comes not from being alone, but from feeling unseen in a crowded room. It is the weight of a silent battle, the exhaustion of wearing a brave face while inside you wrestle with unspoken fears and doubts. Perhaps you observe the lives of others, and it seems their paths are clear, their joys are abundant, their faith is effortless. As you watch their dreams unfold, a painful question echoes in your own heart. What about me? Have I been forgotten? You have prayed. You have cried out in whispers and in desperate sobs when the night felt too dark and the morning too far away. You have carried the label of unreliable because your energy was spent just trying to stay afloat, or disconnected because the effort to engage felt monumental. You have felt you are too much for some, and not enough for others, caught in an impossible space of not belonging. This sense of spiritual silence, the feeling that God is distant or unresponsive, can be one of the most disorienting experiences in a life of faith. It can feel like a verdict that you have done something wrong, that you have been left behind. You may even feel abandoned by the very source of love you were taught to trust. You have held on, believing that one day peace would come, a reprieve from the constant internal struggle. But the waiting is wearying and the silence can be deafening. It is in this profound sense of being overlooked that certain lies take root, that you are not worthy, that your pain is unnoticed, and that your journey is one you must walk utterly alone. But what if that silence is not a sign of absence? What if that feeling of being forgotten is the very place where a deeper truth is waiting to be found? Listen, a letter penned just for you is arriving at this very moment. My beloved child, I see you. I know this may be difficult to believe when you feel so invisible, so overlooked, but I do see you. I saw you when you were formed, woven together in the secret place. Every day of your life was written in my book before one of them came to be. You are not an accident in a vast world. You are my precious creation. Your name is not forgotten. It is cherished. I know the weight you carry. I see the burdens you have borne in silence, and the tears you have cried when no one was watching. I have heard the whispers of your heart, the unspoken pleas for a sign that you are not alone. Do not think for a moment that your prayers are unheard, or your pain unnoticed. I hold each tear as a precious thing, for it matters deeply to me. I know you have been given names that were never meant for you. When you hear unreliable, I whisper, steadfast. You have endured more than many will ever know, and your spirit, though weary, is resilient. Where you have been called disconnected, I see a soul longing for a deeper connection, tired of the superficial and yearning for authentic rest. When you feel you are too much, I see the depth and passion I placed within you, a heart capable of immense love. These labels are lies from an enemy who fears what would happen if you knew how deeply you are loved. Do not let them define you. Your true identity is found in me. You are my child, and you are loved unconditionally and eternally. You have wondered about the silence. You have mistaken my quiet for my absence. But this spiritual silence is not emptiness. It is a sacred space. It is an invitation to go deeper, beyond the noise and the striving. Life has taught you that you must perform to be loved, that you must achieve to be worthy. But my love is not a prize to be won. It is a gift to be received. I am not waiting for you to impress me. I am waiting to embrace you. In this quiet season, I am inviting you to simply rest. Lay down the weight of expectation. Stop striving. Just be. Let this silence be a place of healing, not of fear, for it is here in the stillness that I am doing a new work within you. Trust me in this process of slow and gentle restoration. Healing is not always a sudden event. Often it is a gradual journey, a slow unfurling of hope. I am not rushing you. I am walking with you at your own pace, giving you strength for the moments you feel weak and peace for when your heart is restless. Even when you cannot feel me, I am here, closer than your own breath. I am the God who sees. I have never walked away from you, not for a single second. I know your path has been difficult, and your heart is heavy. I have seen you carry wounds so deep that you barely recognize the person you once were. But I am the one who heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Your story is not over. This chapter of pain and loneliness is not the final word. I am writing a story of redemption in your life, one where I will turn your ashes into beauty. A new day is coming. So do not be afraid. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Nothing, not death nor life, nor angels nor rulers, nor things present nor things to come, nor any powers, nor height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate you from my love. You are not forgotten. You have never been forgotten. You are mine. Walk forward from this moment with your head held high, not because the path is suddenly easy, but because you are not walking it alone. I am with you always, to the very end of the age. Let these words settle into your spirit. Breathe them in. The feeling of being forgotten is powerful, but it is not the truth. The truth is that you are seen, known, and loved beyond measure. The labels that have clung to you for so long hold no power here. You are not unreliable. You are enduring. You are not disconnected. You are discerning. You are not too much. You are deeply cherished. This letter is an invitation to let go of the struggle, to release the need for the world's validation, and to find your worth in a love that is unconditional and unending. The journey of healing may be gentle, but it is real, and it can begin now. The silence you once feared can become a sanctuary of peace, a place to rest and be restored. You do not need to strive or perform. You only need to receive. You are found. You are remembered. You are held. This message may have found you in your solitude, but you are not alone in this feeling. There is a whole community of people who understand this journey. If a part of this letter resonated with your heart, please consider sharing which part in the comments. Your story could be the very sign of hope that someone else needs to read today, creating a space where we can all encourage one another. For more messages of hope and encouragement, please subscribe. Remember the truth spoken over you today. You are seen, you are loved, and you will never be forgotten. Peace be with you.